Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you make a dart. So to do that we start by adding mesh cone. Be sure that it is positioned in the correct position 0, 0, 0. Okay. First of all we lift it up a little bit and we go into edit mode. We're going to select the top and we make the top a little larger, like this, and we're going to shrink that. Later on we're going to modify it until it got the right length and the right shape. To do that, Alt Shift and click on that one. So we selected that and we press S to shrink it. This should be the top of the dart, like that. Probably it's too large. Okay, then we have a little thing that's cylindric, so we press E. That's the top of the dart, and what we're going to do now is we're going to make the rest. So we press ES to enlarge it a little bit, like this, and bring it down a little bit. And now we're going to make the cylindrical part. E to extract, and there should be something looking like this. Later on we're going to change that. The rest is also a little larger, so E again. Let's say a third of the rest. We press left mouse key and we press S to shrink it, so we make that a little conically, like that. We're going to press E again to enlarge it, and enlarge it until here. And this is the last part. We E enlarge it, left mouse click, press S, and we're going to shrink it like this. So this is the basic shape of your dart. Okay, we're going to add over here a few extra things. So we press Ctrl R and we're going to count to 20. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we're going to leave it. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a plane, which will make the arrows underneath. So we go to object mode, add mesh plane. Should be positioned at 0, 0, 0. When this is correct, we press R, Y, 90. Okay, and we left mouse click, and we're going to bring it down where the arrow should be. This is beneath the cone. This is beneath the cone. Okay, now we go to edit mode. We're going to select that edge and select that edge. We're going to subdivide it in two. Okay, and we don't need that, so we're going to eliminate it by click on that one, shift click on that one, select vertices. Well, that's all we need. Now we're going to change the shape a little bit. To do that we go to face selection, edge selection, of course. We enlarge it a little bit. We're going to bring that also a little to the outside, and we're going to select that, subdivide it in two, go to point selection, where we're going to select that point, and we're going to bring that point down a little bit. But before we do that, we have a certain straight line over here, so going to subdivide that one also in two, like this. Going to do the same, point selection, that point, going to bring it down like this, going to bring that a little bit more to the center, and this should be more up a little bit, and this should be also a little bit more to the center. And I think we have to bring that one, just play around with it, but this is the basic shape form of your arrow. Okay, when we've done that, we're going to go to switch over to object mode, I think. Go to modifier, and we're going to give it a certain thickness, so we use solidify, and we go say 0 to, like that. Offset -1 or +1. This is the opposite direction, or the normal direction. Okay, when this is done, the easy thing is that we're going to copy that 3 times. You can do that with a command called array, but I think this is for the moment too difficult, so we're going to do it the easy way. So the easy way is Shift D R Z 90. That's 1. Going to do the same. Shift D R Z 90. And again Shift D R Z 90. If you look carefully, you see that it is not correctly positioned in the center. So if you want to move that, you click on that one, click on the arrow, and you say in that direction I want it to move 0, 0, 5. When this is 1/10 of a millimeter, because the thickness was that, do the same over there. Bring that also back. The same over here, in the opposite direction, of course. If you want it correctly, you can enter the value. This one should be up a little bit. Like that. Okay. Now, I want to select the 4 of them, so to do that we hold down the Shift button and select all 4 of them, and we bring them down a little bit until we have just around that conical part, and they're a little small, so we press S to enlarge it a little bit, that the arrow should look equal to what we have. Bring it up until the conical side, and I think we have a good one. Going to press also the Alt button, the Shift button, and click on that, and we're going to say we're going to join them together. To do that, we use the command. We press Ctrl G to join them. Of course, on the screen, of course. Ctrl G, and they're together, united. You see, we can move it up and down like we want. Now this is one part. Okay, we selected that, and we're going to add a few extra things. First of all, we're going to add a modifier which is called subdivision, where we're going to say 2. I mean, this makes it more round and shapy. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make that a little better. So we add the purple line to the cylindrical part, and we're going to bring it until here. And this little round thing, we're going to make it a little better, so we press Ctrl R in the first part of that. Otherwise you're going to shape it not correctly. So if you bring it more down, the radius will be less. See? Okay, good. I want the top cylindrical part a little less, because this is too much. To do that, we're going to Edge selection tool over here, Shift Alt to select that ring, and do the same. Clicking over there, we press S, and we're going to shrink it a little bit. See, this is enlarging it, this is shrink it a little bit. Yeah, this is more like it should look. Okay. Wireframe mode. We can select that edge also. That's the one which makes it more cylindric. So to do that, we go back to solid mode. We press S, and we're going to shrink it a little bit also, so the radius is a little smaller. If you bring it too much, you get that strange look. but I want mine to look more like it should be, more like this. Okay, now we're going to add a few extras. So to do that, we're going to select, face selection, that, hold down Alt Shift and click on that vertex. Let's say this one, leave 2 in between, move it up a little bit, 2 in between, 2 in between, let's say 3, 4, 2 in between, and that one, approximate, that one too. Okay, if we've done that, we're going to press E and S to bring it to the center, and we bring it a little to the center. Like that. Okay, then you get that nice shape. Now we're going to bring it in color. So to do that, we choose material, say mine is looking silver, so we choose silver, and to bring it to silver we bring down that, and I want to let it illuminate a little bit more, so that's, let's say, silver part. Okay, if you want your point to be, let's say we want the point to be black, we're going to add an extra color, which we're going to say this is black, and what we're going to choose, not totally black, I'm going to let like this, and we're going to select a few things to do that. So we use the tool over here, face selection, click on one of them, use the C command to select everything, same over here, right click, and we're going to do the same on the back, C command, click, rotate it a little bit more around. You can do that also, with another command, the invisible here, and we say select black, and we say assign. Now if you want the other parts also here, you can do that. We're going to go back and we're going to face selection tools, click on that, sorry, and on that, hold down the Alt button, ring, let's say black, and assign, and you assign that. Now the top of that arrow, I wish that should be in red, so I'm going to select that. We're going to give material to that, which we're going to say red. I think everybody knows how to do that already. This will be shiny also. Okay, deselect shadow. I don't want any shadow around that. And okay, this one should also be red. And the other two I'm going to give another color. If you don't know what you've chosen, click on that one and he will do it for you. Also, don't want it. And I made the other one two in another color. So I'm going to select that one, choose a color, and I'm going to say I want these in yellow, maximum, yellow, and the other one also in yellow. Pick up same color. He has not chosen the correct one because this one was not fully up. I'm going to reselect the other one, and I think we have the same problem over here, like this. Okay, Good. Now I want to add a few colors to that one also. And we're going to say edit mode, where I want some rings colored over here. The rest I will leave up, so I'm going to choose Ctrl R. And we're going to select that. So I'm going to bring it a little to here. I'm going to do the same again, which I'm going to roll, let's say 6 times like that. And we're going to give these an extra color, so let's say we paint them in green. But you can add as much detail or things added like you want. It's just to show you what your possibilities are. Okay, to select that, the same principle, select tool, let's say that one, or that one for instance, Shift Alt, click on the vertical line, the same over here, and the same, leave one in between over here, and say okay, this I want it in green. Okay, now the only thing now necessary to do is position the camera and the lights. So select the camera, select the camera, lock to the view, press 0 on your input keypad, and now bring it to the view where you want it. So if you position it, I need some background also, so to lay off the camera view, or unlock camera view, cursor on the screen, press 0, and I'm going to add a mesh plane as background. Add mesh plane as background, sorry. Background, this is RX90, and we're going to press S to enlarge it, bring it a little more down, let's say I'm going to rotate it in Z because my camera view is over there. It's probably better that we have a look at the camera. Press. See, this is not okay. Now we move it a little more back like this, and we rotate it in X direction. It's RX45. Now different, or Y45. Sorry, 45 minus. It's okay. Press S to enlarge it a little bit like this. Now we're going to give it a color, and the background color I'm choosing is a little purple. I'm choosing purple. Yeah, purple. And we have the lights to come out. Now to do that, unlock the camera view, cursor on the screen 0, and position the lamps. This is always important. And this is the lamp. I'm going to position one over here. Press Shift D, and we're going to position one over there. And we have a quick look. Rendering, pay attention that your format is the correct one, minus JPEG, and render it. You see, forgotten a few things that I don't want any shadow, but this is mainly the look of your arrow. I'm going to adjust it a little bit. I don't want any background. That's receive cast. Same over here, where we're going to select every send silver. I don't want any background also. And the other colors, the same principle. Switch off. Shadow thing also for the colors over there. if you didn't do it. I've forgotten about it. And the last one. So if we render again, you'll see this. The shadow is gone. The lighting is not optimum, but I think it's good. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.